Calgary Stampede went into toward paddock and up towards it.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here. Been a good week or more since I made a vlog. It's two things really. One has been the bloody weather here has been absolutely friggin' horrendous. First day it hasn't rained in about 5 days. And the other thing is I've had a chest infection. So I've been on antibiotics, so if I sound like Darth Vader, you'll know why. I just done a little vlog at the fort at Harwich, and we'll see how it sounds when I get it back. But anyway, I'm on one of my favourite roads here. It's a little road from Harwich to Mistley. It's probably one of the twistiest, turniest little roads in this area. Bikers love it, but you have to be careful because it's still quite busy. So if you really overshoot it or make us fuck up on a corner, it ain't gonna go good for you. But anyway, the other thing I want to speak about now. This is going to be hard. I always say it's going to be hard, but this one's going to be hard. I watched a vlog the other night. It was put up by 6'4" Honda, and it said motorcyclists crashing at 55 mile an hour. Now I don't usually watch crash videos, never do. I've got my own reasons for that, and one or two people who know me know why I don't watch them, and just because of Aaron, it's worse than what happened to my son. It's worse than that. Anyway, got on to the subject there. So I watched it, and basically what it was a guy wheeling down the road about 55 mile an hour, basically, and falling off. Okay, he fell off, made a complete fuck up of it and fell off. So you think, well, yeah, you know, these things happen. You wheelie down the road, you fall off. But the thing that got me, there was a comment. I would look down on the comment section to see what people had said about it. And the young girl had put something like, hey, what do you expect if you wheelie down a public road? You expect this sort of thing. Well, she got slated, and I mean slated. She got called everything from a bitch to go sit in a dark room, you boring fucker, and oh, you want to see it, foreigner, chinky, I don't know, every friggin' thing, right? Because she commented on this guy doing the wheelie. So I read down, there's about 121 replies. Halfway through it, she replied again and said, look, you know, I like motorbikes and I like bikers. But what I said was, if you know, wheelie down public roads, these things happen. You know, nothing nasty, but they're all accusing her of saying that she wanted him to get hurt and all this sort of stuff, which she never freaking mentioned once. Okay, so, hey, old scooter girl. So, I thought, well, this is a little bit much, you know. Now let me flick this over a little bit. Well, maybe I'll play the Devils Aggregate. If you look at half the videos that are on YouTube, okay, sometimes more than half, daily observations on my bike, okay, and most of them are horrendously bad car drivers, on the phone, pulling out, doing all the things they do, okay, and we put them up on YouTube and we ridicule them, which is fair enough, they deserve it. But for once, a non-biker has criticised, and not in an how can I put this? She's criticised, but not in a bad way, I don't think. And she gets slated. She gets absolutely slated. If you go on that vid, you'll see that. You'll see the comments to it. So are we not playing double standards here a little bit, you know? We ridicule these car drivers, but once one of them says something that is not even that derogatory against us, we jump on them like a pack of dogs and call them every sort of name under the sun. Now I felt sorry for this girl, I really did, because she didn't deserve what she got. And she actually said in one of her, she replied several times to this saying, look, you know, I never realised I'd get all this hate, and I'm stuck behind these bloody cars now, the best bit of road. So she, you know, she said, you know, I didn't expect all this hate and stuff and whatever. I just made a comment. So if us bikers want to take the piss, or, you know, hammer into car drivers for their bad driving or whatever, are they not allowed to hammer into us when we do something stupid? Can you see where I'm getting at? I'm playing the Devils Aggregate here. So I think if you go over and watch that vlog and see what you think, is there a place to wheelie on any road? You know, the old saying from Shakespeare, to be or not to be, that is the question. Well, could we say to wheelie or not to wheelie? That is the question. After he wheelied this bike down the road, several people said, well, yeah, it was a public road, but there was no cars. There was a car. If you watch the vlog, he was coming up to one, and I actually feel that is what caused him to have the accident. But anyway, they said there's no pedestrians or there's no whatever. But the bike, after he came off, the bike must have travelled quite a way, a very long way, upright and straight up onto the path. Now, if anybody had been walking down that path with a pram or a person with their back to that bike, they might not have heard that, or they might not have seen it. A 400-pound bike coming at you at 30-40 mile an hour is going to kill you. There's no doubt about it, it's going to kill you. So is it safe to wheelie on public roads? You tell me. You know, people were defending this chap for wheeling on public roads. Now I'm just going to go over here because I want to let them cars go. There's a reason. On one of my vlogs a little while ago, I talked about the corkscrew. Well, it's just down here, and I don't want to go down up behind cars. So yeah, is it safe to wheelie on public roads? You know, I've been out to bike meets and seen guys wheeling down the road at bike meets and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, oh my god, you know, what a knob doing that here. You know, when you see Rossi go across the line after winning a, here we go, it's a hell of a drop here. Here we go. Whoa, it's so much different on this bike then. Oh, fucking hell. So much different than being on the Harley. Whoa! Get around there. One less to go. I'm going to have to pull it up here. Oh, car's coming now. That is so different. And then at the corner. Oh, sit up. So we all have our little mad moments. You know, I love that. You know, I was not, you know, nobody there was going to get hurt, only me. If I'd have got it wrong, I'd have come off. You know, if I'd have used the whole road, I'd love to have used the whole road, but you can't tell if there's cars coming the other way. But anyway, going back to this wheeling, do you think it's acceptable to wheel on a public road? Especially if you think about that, you've got to think of other people, other cars, pedestrians, and whatever. And is that a defence to say, well, there ain't any on this road, or there ain't any pedestrians? Is that defence? You tell me. I always say, you know, there's an old saying here in Suffolk, and there's an old saying probably everywhere goes the same. Everything in life has a price. Everything you do has a price. Every show you show has a price. And at the end of the day, you have to pay the piper. You have to pay the piper. So I hope you understand what I mean by that. There's always a price to pay. Can you imagine wheeling down the road and you came off and your bike went flying across the road and killed somebody? There's a price to pay. There's a price to pay if your bike's fucked up. That's expensive. Price to pay. There's a price to pay if you hurt yourself seriously, whatever, even a little bit. It's a price to pay. You have to pay the piper. So, I hope I haven't upset too many people with all of this, but I just didn't think that she deserved what she got on YouTube. And I know YouTube can be a place where you can assault anybody and be nasty to anybody because you haven't got to do it to their faces, you know. It's when you have to do it to their faces that a lot of people wouldn't do what they do. But anyway, I think that's enough from me. Just go past the Mistley Towers here, the old church, what used to be here. Look at that. All ride safe, love each other, think about what I've said. Suffolk Andy.